How you doing? How are you? And Garcia?
Oh, I didn't know that. Yes. Oh, and if you need an agenda, they're up on the podium. If you'd like to have an agenda, they're on the podium up here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
No, just dry.
Come on in, you can read the Thank you.
Around that side.
Hey. I think we need one for Curry though. We get one. Yeah, this is our turn.
No.
Isn't this great?
You got one?
I do, thank you.
You got one?
What are you doing? What are you doing with the question?
I don't know my background. That's fine.
Go to city park.
They want me to volunteer.
We're gonna go ahead. John.
What?
They're gonna start.
Oh, sorry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our City of Mapleton study session. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022, and I'm going to call this meeting to order at 6 p.m.
We're gonna move on to number 2.
We have no old business. Going on to number 3, new business. Discussion of the stipend increase. Thank you. Discussion of the stipend increase paid for council members on page 5, and that is RCW 35A 13.040, and that is for the attorney.
But the amount isn't really a legal opinion. I think that's a political opinion, but the statute would indicate that if the council votes for an increase, that it doesn't go into effect until after the next term, until the next term begins. But I don't have any comments about the request for the amounts because that's not a legal question, I don't think, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Judy?
Okay, Judy, any questions? We'll go on to B. The discussion of resolution 2022-7, authorizing the mayor to contract with the tree trimming services that I had given you the information on at our last city council meeting. So, how do y'all feel about that? The three that we given out last, 2 weeks ago at the last meeting.
Which one did you decide on?
There, we did decide on. I was a little bit confused because we had, I can't read this.
Oh, yeah, that came out really light. when we
Yeah,
printed.
I don't have any numbers at all on
I
it.
didn't have any at all. Okay, I think that one
Which one
was,
was that? The first
pink
one?
one? I believe it was 22,000, Vera, on that one.
I think I do see it confused.
I don't even give them.
So is that the total for all the parks? or
For
just-
both parks, yes.
Okay, because that's what I got confused, because we had one for Brazil and we had one for the big one.
Yes, for both, for Gazelle and South.
But we gotta put them together?
No, that's the total fee for,
Okay, for
so
both.
22 would be for the two parks. I believe there was one for 32. That'd be for the two, and then there was a lower fee for the other two. I believe it was,
11,000.
yes.
I think we should just get 3 more quotes and then we'll save it for the next meeting and we could go from there.
We can do that.
What was the other quote?
The other quote was 11,000.
Is that for both parks?
Yes, and I think that's probably the least for go because the first one was 32, 22, and 11.
That's quite a difference.
Yeah, there is quite a difference.
So they want additional 3?
You want an additional 3?
Well, Vera, you have that on you?
I have it, yes. The only thing I couldn't see handy was,
So there's one for 11,000 for both parks?
if it's, is it all the same, Rachel?
Yes.
Everything's.
I seen somewhere more trees they're cutting down and somewhere less trees cutting down all the way to the bottom. So maybe you guys wanna recheck that before you guys wanna approve on it.
Okay. We can do that.
We can do that one with the 11,000, correct?
Because they leave.
Yeah, because some are
they leave stumps and then
less
they
trees
leave
cut
it
down
and then-
than others. That's why it's a cheaper price.
We can bring that one back to the next council meeting if you want, or we can move forward.
Or if Councilman Andy wants to look at it closer, we can take a
Okay.
look.
Let's take a look. Okay, we can do
That's
that.
fine with me.
So we go ahead and bring resolution 2022-7 back to the next council meeting. Okay, let's move on to C. The discussion of resolution 2022-8, the city of Mapton authorizing the mayor to sign the employment agreement with Eduardo Garcia for the position of police chief. Do you have any questions on that?
I don't. I do. Is there a contract that's with the hiring? A contract?
Yeah,
Can we see the amount, but could we, before we pass it though, please?
Part of your packet,
Not the,
There's
not the
nothing
amount.
in here.
There's no amount listed. It's the actually what the contract
hiring.
is. The hiring part, there is no amount on the contract at all.
Part 3 should say salary, my copy of the employment agreement.
Did you get that? I don't think I got
At the
that.
bottom of the packet.
It'd be page
it's,
24, I believe. Is that the one you're on?
Page 21 of
Page
the
21.
packet.
I read it yesterday. I didn't see it now.
number 3 there.
I apologize, I didn't see that. Thank you.
Any questions?
Could he tell us a little bit about himself before we discuss anything else?
Why don't we-
Whoever.
Yes, please. You want to stand up at the podium, turn on the speaker?
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, you can turn it up. Now it's on. There you go.
Can you hear me now? Okay. So I started my law enforcement career back in 1995 as a reserve deputy with the Yakima County Sheriff's Department. I spent about 8 months with the Sheriff's Department. I also worked at the courthouse at Yakima County. I was it was more of a limited commission. I began testing and I got hired with the Granger Police Department back in December 16th of 1996. I ended up working the road patrol, investigated a lot of your basic crimes, and eventually I made it to the drug task force of the Lower Valley here, Law Enforcement Against Drug Task Force. I spent about 3 years doing that. I tested at the Yakima Police Department, got hired, and I spent about 5 months there. It didn't work out for me. I went back to Granger. I spent 8 months at Granger, and then I got hired with the Richland Police Department in 2003. It was actually January 7th, 2003. I spent 18 years there, and in December 31st, 2020, I retired, and I've been retired since. There was a time that I basically spent some time enjoying my retirement, and I felt that I still had some law enforcement in my blood left in me. So I wanted to get back to law enforcement, and I began testing here at Mapton and applying, and here I am today.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, so next we're going to be going into executive session. So we'll ask everyone to please step out. It'll be 15 minutes, and then we'll bring everyone back in. Thank you.
Start time.
What time you're going to start?
We'll tell everyone to clears out.
I don't have it.
Talk about the budget.
Because I was going to ask you, I'm saying.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Wait, he has to turn off YouTube. Okay, make sure he turns it off. Unplug the TV. So Mary, you have the same time. Okay, we're going to start this executive session.